Hi folks, this is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant, your CCMC. Continuing on in our study on how to become a pro caricature entertainer, not artist, but entertainer. And don't worry, it's coming. I'm going to explain to you exactly why you should be referring to yourself as an entertainer in subsequent videos. But I digress. Where do you start? You may be asking, where do I start? And well, the answer to that is easy. You start with what you have. You start with a desire, a will to do this. You have to really want to do this. No, incidentally, folks, I'll be looking down from time to time because I don't have one of these fancy teleprompters. All I have is my trusty iPad with my notes on it. So, not being rude by looking down, I just want to make sure that I get everything right and precise. Yeah, so as I said, the place to start is where you are. To be successful at this, you really want to have to do it, okay? And the good thing is that you have me as a guide, to teach you and to help you tip over, I guess, pitfalls. So once you have the desire, you also need, the second thing that you need is the ability to draw a recognizable face. And this is where most people start having problems because they'll look at my work or another artist who's more established and say, I can't do what you're able to do. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about in this video. I want to dispel that myth right away. Folks, as I said in a previous video lesson of mine, caricature character design, there are many styles of caricature all along the scale, from the minimalistic to the avant-garde to the photorealism to the cartoony. And I can guarantee you, your style of drawing will fit in there. You'll be in there, and there'll be a market for it, and somebody will buy it. I can guarantee it. Not going to mention any names, but I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and I recall, an artist that I worked with him a lot. He was, how can I say this? To say it politely, he had a very basic, minimalist style of drawing. Very basic, extremely basic. In fact, so basic, you would say to yourself, I don't know how this guy is working. But this guy got a lot of work. He got a lot of clients. We worked in the same venues, and you know what? People were just as satisfied with his work, as minimalistic and simplistic as it was, as they were with my highly exaggerated, outrageous drawings. And why is that? Because of this. The average person who cannot draw a straight line looks at you, the artist, as though you're some kind of magician. I'm not kidding you. They look at you like you're performing some kind of magic trick, like you're Harry Potter with a pencil. Okay? And if you can draw a recognizable face, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and make it look like somewhat like a human being, even if it's avant-garde, even if it's minimalistic, even if it's cartoony, okay? They will buy it. There is a caricature artist right now working today. You can, I'll try to find the link. This guy draws caricatures of people's butts. Of their butts. I mean, he literally has these people at a party turn around, poke out their butt. They draw him, and he gets paid for drawing people's butts. I'm telling you, there is a market for any type of artwork. Okay, now this is not an excuse to slack off and not practice, not improve your skills. No, 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 no. But I'm telling you this so that you don't get discouraged, because I find often, with young artists, or beginning artists, that they compare themselves to somebody else. In my case, when I first started, I compared myself to Hirschfeld, a famous Broadway artist, and I didn't draw like Hirschfeld. In fact, my beginning drawings, now that I look at them, comparatively speaking, I had a lot of nerve. I had a lot of nerve thinking that I could be a caricature artist. In fact, I will tell you this. This is the truth. When I went to my first gig, I was shaking like this, and the host didn't know it because he wasn't in the room. But every picture that I drew, I was shaking like a leaf, and I felt so bad for the people that I drew. When it came time for the host to pay me, I almost told him, "No, that's all right. It's not. I'm not good enough, for you to pay me." Thank God I didn't do that, because greed definitely won out, and I got better. I got better, like you get better with anything else. I mean, think about if when you were a kid and you first started playing baseball or soccer. You probably sucked at it. You probably was terrible at it. But by reason of use, as you start doing it over and over and over and over again, and your eye-hand coordination improves, and then you're playing like a champ. Well, it's the exact same way with drawing, especially with caricature. You will get good fast. There's something about doing it live that accelerates your growth as an artist. I don't know what it is. But my growth as an artist grew more when I was under the gun, when people were looking at me, when they were evaluating my art, than it ever did when I was in my studio drawing by myself. Okay, so don't get intimidated, by the fact that if you feel that your drawing style is not good enough. It is good enough, and it's definitely going to get better. So those are the two things that you need to get started. You need a desire, which I know you already have because you've chosen to look at these videos. And two, you need to know how to draw a recognizable face, which you probably do also. I recommend that, again, that you check out my first video lesson on, I gotta say it slow or my tongue will fall off its rollers, caricature character design, because I cover and I demonstrate the different styles of caricature. Anyway, this is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant, and I will see you in the next video.